So, welcome back. Where we left off, I got very angry and being unable to find a double talker, so I decided to find one off video, literally about half an hour ago. And instead, now, we got two telemarketers, and we're also going to go to Woody Nickel, Funny Money Saving and Loan. Without any further ado, let's get into it. And here we are, Funny Money Saving and Loan. Cashbots have been sneaking into the bank and stealing our machines. Please recover 5 adding machines from Cashbots. To save you from running back and forth, just bring them all back at once. These past 2 days, today and yesterday, I've been very annoyed at a certain friend, quote, friend unquote, in my group, because essentially, these past 2 videos, I've been talking about how my friend's gone off to university. And we've all had this big get together, but it's like there's one person who was not there for obvious reasons. That first of all, that person already went to university, beforehand. Second of all, they haven't been a very good friend, and third of all, no one really wanted them there, simply because they are very selfish. If there's one thing that defines a bad friendship, well, you'd have to look at the opposite of what's a good friendship. First of all, you would have to have the obvious back and forth banter sometimes. You have to have the time to talk, get each other to talk about themselves for a little bit. And you have to listen to what they're saying. A bad friend is someone who always talks about themselves, never puts any effort in to ask someone how they are, and always has to be the centre of attention. And not only that, what makes a good person is someone who is mature enough to admit their flaws. With the friend that I have, they have a superiority complex. Whenever you fall out with them, they always have to play the victim, which is the worst thing you can do. A bad friend is someone who will always get themselves to look like the victim when it's a falling out. And not just as a bad friend, but as a bad person. Because growing up in school in my life, I've been the victim on many occasions. And during the times where I was acting like the victim, those were the worst times, because that's when you learn that no one's there to... No one's on your side because it's right. They are not on your side because it's how they get out of trouble. We've got 5 adding machines done. But anyway, back to this friend. Essentially, my friends posted something saying that they're proud of this person going to university and achieving their goals, and then this other person has to butt in and say something like they have to bring up themselves, not say, "Wow, I'm happy for you." They say, "Oh, that's good. I'm doing this in university." It's like, no one asked, no one cared. It's not your post. If you want to make a post about it, do it. Wow, thanks for finding out adding machines. They look a little damaged. Say, could you take them over to Feather Duster over at her shop, Tickle Machines, on this street? See if she can fix them. Everyone who's seen that post and seen that comment has agreed that it's a disrespectful, selfish way of being a friend. That's not a friendship at all. That's narcissism. Everyone else is just happy for this person to go to university and accomplish what they want to do. And then we don't bring ourselves up. We just say that we're happy about it. And then this person has to bring up themselves. There's no need for it. What's that? Broken adding machines? Cashbots, you say? Well, let's have a look-see. Yep, gears are stripped, but I'm out of that part. You know what might work? Some cog gears, large ones, from larger cogs. Level 3 cog gears should do the trick. I'll need 2 for each machine, so 10 total. Bring them back all at once and I'll fix them up. Okay, 10 level 3 plus cogs. Let's gag up first. Not just the fact that this person commented about themselves in a university post about someone else, but it's also the case of, this person's not been a good friend. They've never put effort in to go out. They've always prioritised the person that they're dating over the person that they're friends with. And there's a meaning to the term mates before dates. It means don't sack off your friends when you're pursuing a relationship. The biggest problem with it is they complain that we're not good enough friends to them, and it's their fault that we're not, because at the end of the day, we are hanging out with people who have been good friends to us, and they've done nothing but be a lousy friend and expect gratitude in return. My advice to if you're friends with someone and you're going to be a good friend, don't constantly talk about yourself. Don't give yourself a superiority complex, because I've been in very many arguments with this person, and it's always because they are too selfish. Not just too selfish, but they're also too centered, and they got such a superiority complex that I've had to call them out on it, and they still refuse that they've done anything wrong. And they just complain that I'm being mean to them. I'm not being mean. I'm telling you how it is. And obviously they're trying to play the victim. And no one's buying it. No one cares. Because this person has been too selfish. I don't want anything to do with them anymore. We'll do a comparison. Person 1 will be the person who's gone to university. Person 2 is the selfish one. Person 1 has always tried to maintain a strong friendship and tried to get everyone out. Try and not disclude anyone and make everyone fit in. Person 2 has on many occasions tried to get just one person to go out so they can talk about only their problems. I'm not the best friend anyone can ever have, I admit that. I'm not the best person anyone can ever talk to. But I know what it takes to be a good friend, and what it takes to be a good friend is selflessness. You're not talking about yourself all the time. You just do it when the time's right. And when someone's going through something, you don't just make it about yourself. Let's at one point, they were talking about driving lessons, and at the time, I didn't have driving lessons, and I was stressing out about it. I still don't have driving lessons, by the way. But this person was, like, I was stressing out about it, and this person was going on about it, and I asked kindly, please may we talk about something else, this is stressing me out. The next thing they say is about driving, and I just literally just went quite loudly, what did I just say? It's a lot that goes into a friendship. But there's not a lot to go into common decency. I think retreat to the playground after this. Don't get me wrong, I've been a bad friend to quite a few people. I have been in many arguments with different people that I've been friends with. But that's how I've learnt these lessons. I've learnt these lessons from my own mistakes and from what I've been taught. And what I've been taught is, if you're in it for yourself, make it clear that you're in it for yourself. But don't go complaining when someone's not being a good friend to you. I've also learnt that if you're going to be a good friend, you're going to have to make sacrifices. You're going to have to stop making excuses and just try and say yes as much as you can. But if you can't, then just say you can't. Or if you don't want to, just say you don't want to. Honesty is key. Don't go and make multiple excuses to saying why you can't hang out. Just say that you don't want to, or you don't feel like it that day. And then they should understand. And there's been many occasions where I've said, sorry, I don't really feel up to going out tonight. And they've completely understood. But with this one person, talk about, like, all they do is complain and complain and complain, as if that's all we ever want to hear. I mean, that being said, I am complaining, aren't I? Complaining quite a bit. You have to share a friendship. You can't just dominate it, because at that point it's not friendship, it's just your therapist. So this whole video has essentially been me rambling on about how my friends are, like, how a certain friend, quote unquote, is not a good friend. And frankly, I think that person's they should be very lucky to have us as friends, because we are forgiving, we will move on, but every time we've called them out, every time that we've warned them, if you do this, then we're not going to be your friends anymore, and every time that we've forgiven them, they just go and do the same thing again, and it's annoying. It genuinely is annoying. On an unrelated note, I don't think that you can ever have a bad cola. So yeah, that's going to be your challenge. Try and find a cola that actually is bad. We just need 4 more level 3 cogs. Question is, where are they? This is another Chris Rant episode, I apologise for that. But you know, the first rant episode about society is the most viewed one on my channel. Which first of all, thank you for. If you're here to listen to a lovely little rant, then I've got you covered. I think I need to retreat soon. Dodge, please, dodge, please, dodge, please, please, please. No. Okay then. This is the first time this has happened. Okay, now that we've fully recovered, we can continue doing this. I need 3 more level 3 cogs. Can I survive 3 more? Can I find 3 more? Ah, we've got a name dropper. Finally, thank you. Ah yes, that should do the trick indeedy. All fixed now, free of charge. Take these back to Funny Money and tell him I said howdy. Adding machines all fixed up. Nice work. I'm sure I've got something around here to reward you with. You can now carry 50 jelly beans. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Please like the video. Please comment. Please follow me on Twitter as well. I'll put that in the description below. And I'll also be in the comment section. See if anyone said anything. I appreciate a conversation. Until next time though, just stay calm, take it easy, and I will see you in the next one.